23 trades so far since Friday. Let's just run through the hot names. I just told you about the Dodgers. Dodgers make a three-way trade with the Cardinals and the White Sox. The Dodgers get a really good, I hate to use the word super utility man because that means he can't play, but he can play. Tommy Edman can play second, short, third, and center.
Yeah.
He solves a lot of issues for the Dodgers. Lifetime 264 career hitter. I think he's hit about 58 home runs, so you got a little pop in the bat. They also got Michael Kopech. At one point, was a really good starter with the White Sox. They moved him into the bullpen, and he's kind of scuffled a bit as a long reliever, but that's a bad situation in Chicago. What's their record? 27-89, I think.
And I think he's 2-8.
Yeah, 2-8, but he's been pretty competitive. Now, if he's pitching for the Dodgers, he'll have runs, and maybe he'll do better. But that's the first significant deal the Dodgers have made. So the thing is Kopech going to go back to being in the rotation, or is he going to be part of this bullpen brigade to try to put out all these fires that Evan Phillips and the other guys have committed? Now, they give up Vargas, who's a bright young guy, and they give up three kids. I went back and looked at the records of the three kids in the rookie league in Class A. They're good, but they're prospects and they're 18 and 19 years of age. So the Dodgers get two pennant race contributors, and they still have the guys they can trade. They still have Outman in the outfield. They still have young pitching at Oklahoma City, and there just seem to be deep and deep and deep of guys they can use as trade bait if they want. So it's kind of fascinating to me that the Dodgers continue to make deals but still have their marquee guys. The Cardinals get Eric Fedde, who reinvented himself when he pitched over in Korea, has come back. He was a former Washington National. Fedde comes to the Cardinals now, becomes one of their four top starters. And he's had a really good season in a bad situation with the White Sox. Over the weekend, big trade. Philadelphia Phillies get closer Carlos Estevez. Angels had 20 saves and 23 ops, really good ERA, good guy, good clubhouse guy. They give up two of their top minor league pitchers. So the Angels inherit a double-A pitcher and a Class A pitcher. I mean, thing that jumped out at me when I looked at the stats of the two pitchers they got, it's like neon light blinking. One guy got a 0.97 ERA, the other guy had a 1.87 ERA in the lower minor leagues.
That's awesome.
So that's real positive. Angels give up Estevez. Orioles, now they've made major deals. Baltimore, of course, got Zach Eflin from Tampa Bay, took on the big money contract. And then they made a deal with the Phillies. They got Sir Anthony Dominguez, who had been a setup guy in Philadelphia, one of these hard throwers they keep running out there. And he could turn out to be their closer because they've kind of lost faith in Craig Kimbrell, who just continues to give up home runs. So Baltimore's made a deal. The Red Sox got James Paxton for a Class A third baseman from the Dodgers. Paxton goes back to Fenway Park, although his record is kind of, it's misleading. He's 8-2, high ERA, and all the metrics that they evaluate with pitchers are not positive. Paxton has gone back to Fenway Park. Arizona gets a closer. A.J. Puck, he came from Miami. He was a former starter with the Oakland A's, went to Miami. They flipped him into the bullpen. They taught him a new pitch. He's got an ERA of sub 2.00. So he goes to Arizona. And the intangible about the Diamondbacks is they got all these injured pitchers. You know, they've got nothing out of Eduardo Rodriguez, the ex-Detroit Tiger ace, and next to nothing out of Jordan Montgomery. Now, both those guys are back or coming back. So Arizona may make a tremendous push in August and September when they get this whole pitching staff put together. The Cubs traded for third baseman Isaac Paredes. He comes out of Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is trading everybody. The Cubs get him to be a cornerstone power hitter at third base. That's got to help them. Yankees desperate. The first deal they've made so far is to get Jazz Chisholm. They got him from Miami in a deal for lower minor leaguers. Chisholm obviously can play second, can play center. Dude hits. That's kind of interesting. And then the Mariners, in the first trade they made, they get Randy Arozarena, all-star outfielder. He comes from Tampa Bay. He's going to hit probably better in Seattle with better bats around him, and they need somebody at the top of the batting order. It's going to be a trigger man. So those are the deals that are out there right now that have been made. As I say, my eyes are falling out of my head trying to follow. So 23 trades since Friday night, and the deadline is at 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. So, John, I threw a lot on the wall here. Go ahead, pick a team, whatever you want to talk about.
Well, do you still keep track of, like, on your paper? Because you do that for the NFL draft, and I mean the Major League Baseball trade deadline. It's just you're in the zone.
I am zoned out. Yes, thank you. So, what'd you think about the Dodger deal to get Edman, a super utility guy, and then get Michael Kopech?
Well, Edman, local La Jolla Country Day guy, and he's very versatile. He's kind of like Chris Taylor that can hit, because Chris Taylor ain't hitting. And you left out my guy, Tommy Pham. He was in that deal too.
Right.
And he's going back to the Cardinals. And, I have such a love-hate relationship with Tommy Pham, but I love that he's, still relevant in Major League Baseball. And look at these other teams. Sir Anthony, that was always kind of a fun name. I'm surprised the Phillies gave up on him. But this is a great time. Everyone's jockeying for position, Lee.
And we're not done yet.
We've got like another, 24 hours or so.
On we go to the